Hello everyone, I'm Sainath, one of the faculty members of Masterminds for CA and CMA Institute. So recently, ICAI had made certain amendments in business law subject of CA foundation level. Okay, in this video, I'm going to cover all those amendments. And before going into video, so one small disclaimer. So these amendments are applicable for November 2022 attempt. So these are very important and you may get question from these amendments. So please watch this video very carefully. Okay, let's start our discussion. So all the amendments in business law subject are made in single chapter and the chapter name is LLP Act 2008. Okay then, what are those amendments? First one. So previously, whenever there is Companies Act reference in LLP Act, so they use it to refer Companies Act 1956. So previously, Companies Act reference in LLP Act is about Companies Act 1956, not about Companies Act 2013. But now there is an amendment. What is that amendment? Now, instead of Companies Act 1956, you need to write Companies Act 2013. That means the act which was referred in LLP Act is not Companies Act 1956. It is Companies Act 2013 from now onwards. So this is the first amendment. So if there is any reference like this, like Companies Act 1956, then strike it off and write Companies Act 2013. Next one, second amendment. So second amendment was made in body corporate definition. Actually, there is no big difference in the definition of body corporate. But in body corporate, there is a word called as company. And the word company was defined in section 3 of Companies Act 1956. Now we need to update this reference. Then what is the new reference for the company? So now the word company is defined under section 2 clause 20. It is defined under section 2 clause 20 of Companies Act 2013. Previously it is defined under section 3 of Companies Act 1956. But now we need to take the definition of company as per section 2 clause 20 of Companies Act 2013. Apart from this reference, remaining all the things are same. Next one, that is third amendment with respect to business. So previously, business means every trade, profession, service, occupation. Now also, business means every trade, profession, service and occupation. But what is the difference? What is the amendment? Now, if central government declares any of these things as a non-business, then we can't treat it as a business. So that is the extra thing which is added. So except any activity which central government may by notification exclude. Say for example, if central government says this profession is not a business, then it is not a business. If central government says this trade is not a business, then it is not a business. Okay. So this is the latest amendment. Next one, newly inserted provision. Previously it was not there, but now they introduced a concept called as small LLP, just like small company. Okay, then when an LLP can get small LLP status, when it satisfies three conditions. When it satisfies three conditions, it can get small LLP status. Then what are those three conditions? First one, capital contribution of all the partners. So first one is capital contribution of all the partners shall not exceed, that is less than or equal to 25 lakhs. So this is the first condition. Next one, turnover shall not exceed 40 lakhs and it must meet other prescribed conditions. The prescribed conditions means conditions imposed on you by MCA, that is Ministry of Corporate Affairs. If these three conditions are satisfied, that is your capital contribution is not more than 25 lakhs, your turnover is not more than 40 lakhs and you meet all prescribed conditions by MCA, then you can make an application to registrar to get small LLP status. Here there is one more point, that is if MCA want to increase this 25 lakhs limit, it can increase up to 5 crore. And if MCA want to increase this 40 lakhs limit, it can increase it up to 50 crores. Okay, 5 crore, 50 crore is not important. What is important means 25 lakhs and 40 lakhs is important because they are the current limits. So 5 crore, 50 crore. If MCA want to increase, then it can increase up to 5 crores or 50 crores. Okay, but as of now, what are the current limits? 25 lakhs and 40 lakhs. That's why remember these points. These are very important than 5 crore and 50 crore. If you remember both, then it is very good. But your focus should be on which limit, current limit, that is 25 lakhs and 40 lakhs. So if these three conditions are satisfied, then any LLP can get small LLP status. Next one, designated partner. So what is the update in designated partner? So previously, among all designated partners, at least one designated partner must be resident in India. So among all designated partners, at least one designated partner must be resident in India. Then who is resident in India? Who stayed for a period not less than 182 days during preceding financial year. So that means that person need to stay in India for a period greater than or equal to 182 days. But now there is an amendment. So now it is not 182 days, it is 120 days. So now no need to follow 182 days rule. Now follow 120 days rule. So now any person who stayed in India for a period not less than 120 days in preceding financial year, that person must be there in every LLP. So every LLP must contain a partner like this who stayed in India for a period not less than 120 days. Previously it is 182 days, but now it is 120 days. Next, one more update in the same area, that is about DPIN. So for company, the management will be done by directors. So directors are responsible for legal compliances also in case of company. And in case of LLP, who are responsible for legal compliances? Here, designated partners are responsible for legal compliances. For company, who are responsible? Directors. And for LLP, who are responsible? Designated partners. Now, for every director, there will be a unique number called as DIN, that is Director Identification Number. It is Director Identification Number. Similarly, for every designated partner, there will be a unique number called as Designated Partner Identification Number, that is DPIN. So for directors, it is Director Identification Number, and for designated partners, it is Designated Partner Identification Number. Okay. So for holding DIN, directors must comply with section 153 to 159, that is 153, 154, 155, 156, 157, 158, 159. Total 7 sections they need to follow. So in order to hold DIN. So this is as per Companies Act 2013. Now what is the amendment? The same rules are applicable for DPIN also. So the person who want to hold DPIN must comply with section 153 to 159 of Companies Act 2013, not LLP Act. They need to refer Companies Act 2013. That means they have to follow the provisions which are made for DIN, that is Director Identification Number. The same provisions are applicable for Designated Partner Identification Number also. Sir, what are those provisions? So it is not there in our syllabus. It is out of syllabus. It will be there in CA entrance, CA final level. Okay. As of now, you just remember the section numbers. That is section 153 to section 159. So they need to refer section 153 to section 159 of Companies Act 2013 in order to hold DPIN. Next one. Change in register office. Previously, if there is any change in register office, the same should be communicated to registrar. If LLP fails to communicate about the change in register office to registrar, then they will be liable to pay fine. Sir, how much fine? It is from 2,000 to 25,000. So what is the fine amount? And who need to pay this fine amount? LLP and every partner. So if there is any change in register office address, then they need to intimate it to registrar. If they fail, then LLP and every partner are liable to pay 2,000 to 25,000 rupees fine. Okay, now there is update in this fine amount. So what is that update? Now the updated fine amount is 500 per day. So what is the updated fine amount? 500 rupees per day, and the maximum fine will be 50,000. So this is the new amendment. So previously the fine amount ranges from 2,000 to 25,000 and it will be decided by registrar. But now it is 500 rupees per day. If you delayed for 10 days, then the amount will be 5,000. If you delayed for 20 days, the amount will be 10,000. Like that, you need to calculate rupees 500 per each day. Then what is the maximum ceiling amount? It is 50,000 rupees. So 500 per each day, maximum 50,000. So this is the newly updated punishment. So previously, your LLP must have unique name. Sir, unique name means we need to make some comparison now. Then with whom we need to compare? So previously, we are comparing the name of LLP with other LLP, other body corporates and other partnership firms. So previously we are comparing with LLP, body corporate, partnership firm and trademark which is already registered and trademark which is going to be registered. Nothing but in process. It is in process. Okay. We need to compare the name of the LLP with existing LLP, existing business, body corporate, existing partnership firm, registered trademark and the trademark which is going to be registered. That is which is in process. But now there is amendment. So what is that amendment? Now we need to compare with existing LLP. There is no change in it. Now we need to compare with company instead of body corporate. So it is not body corporate, it is company. So we need to compare with company, not with body corporate. So that is the one amendment. And partnership firm. No need to compare with partnership firm. No need to compare with partnership firm. Next one, trademark register. Yes, we need to compare. And last one, trademark which is in process. No need to compare. So this is the amendment. So we need to compare the name of newly formed LLP with existing LLP, existing company, existing, that is the registered trademark. That's it. So no need to compare with partnership firm. No need to compare with the trademark which is in registration process. And no need to compare with body corporate other than a company. Next one, change of name of LLP. So previously, central government will issue an order to LLP to change its name. Okay, when central government will issue an order to LLP to change its name? So when it does not follow the name requirements as discussed earlier, or when the name is identical with or too nearly resembles the name of any other LLP, body corporate or other name as to be likely to be mistaken for it. So this is previous provision. Now what is the updated provision? As per updated provision, we need to compare with LLP and company. So here also there is LLP and company, but what is the difference? Here there is body corporate, but here it is company. Okay, LLP or body corporate is the previous provision, but now LLP or company. Instead of body corporate, we need to take company. Company is a body corporate, but we need to consider only company in body corporate, not to consider other body corporates. Okay, and there is one more inclusion. We need to compare the trademark of proprietor. Which trademark? Registered trademark. So we need to compare the registered trademark of proprietor. This type of concept is not there in previous provision. Okay, we need to compare with registered trademark of proprietor, not any other organization. So previously it is LLP, body corporate. That's it. But now it is LLP. Instead of body corporate, it is company. And third one is newly added one is registered trademark of a proprietor. It is registered trademark of a proprietor. Next one. And one more important point. In case of LLP or in case of registered trademark of proprietor, they need to make application. Say for example, I'm creating XYZ LLP, but there is already an existing LLP in the name of YZX LLP. So there is already an LLP in the name of YZX LLP. Now the LLP name is resembling the existing LLP. Now what old LLP need to do? That means what this person need to do? This person need to file a case with central government about this newly incorporated LLP. Then only central government will issue an order to this newly formed LLP to change its name. So without any application, central government cannot act. That means central government cannot act on suo motu basis. Central government will act only upon the application received by this aggrieved LLP, that is affected LLP. Similarly, if the name of this LLP is similar to registered trademark of proprietor, then proprietor need to file a case against XYZ LLP with central government. Then only central government will order for the change in name of LLP. So in these two cases, so they need to make an application to the central government. They need to file a case against the LLP with central government. Then only central government will take action. But in case of company, central government will take action on suo motu basis. That means no need to file any case with central government. So central government will take action suo motu. But in case of LLP and in case of registered trademark of proprietor, they need to file a case. They need to file a complaint with central government. Then only central government will take action. So this is also a newly inserted provision. And the application which is made to central government about the name of newly created LLP, so must be made within 3 years from the date of incorporation. Say for example, if XYZ LLP is incorporated on 1st 1 2022, then if this name is nearly resemblance to existing LLP, if it is resemble to existing LLP or existing trademark of proprietor, then they need to file application. What is the time limit for it? Within 3 years. So within 3 years from 1/1/2022, they need to file a case with the central government. Then only central government will pass an order to change the name of the LLP. Otherwise, central government will not take that case. But in case of company, no need to file any application. Central government suo motively will take the action. So once central government order came, then within 3 months, LLP need to change its name. So LLP must change its name within 3 months from the date of receiving such order from the central government. And after that, within 15 days, it need to intimate about the change in name to registrar. So that registrar can update a registration certificate and he will issue a fresh certificate to this effect. And after getting certificate of registration, they need to update within 30 days. Within 30 days of receiving fresh registration certificate, LLP need to update LLP partnership agreement. So they need to update LLP partnership agreement. Sir, what happens if LLP fails to change the name? Then definitely it is going to affect the existing LLP or existing company or existing trademark of a registered proprietor. Then how central government is going to deal with it? So when LLP fails to make such changes, then registrar will change the name. He will change the name and he will issue a first certificate to this effect to LLP. So if LLP made change, then it is fine. But if registrar makes change, then he will choose his own name and he will change that name and he will issue a fresh certificate to LLP. Okay, this is entire process regarding name of LLP. So once again, I am repeating. So this is very lengthy. That's why I am repeating once again. So how the name of LLP should be? So our name of LLP must not match with existing LLP, existing company, existing registered trademark. That's it. So previously it is LLP, body corporate, partnership form, registered trademark, which is going to be registered in future. So there are 5 business organizations with which we need to make comparison. But now LLP is there, but instead of body corporate, it is company. And now there is no partnership form. And there is a trademark which is registered, but there is no trademark which is in process. So only 3 points. Next one. Will central government pass an order on LLP to change its name? Yes. When? So previously, when it is identical with existing LLP or body corporate, but now it is existing LLP, instead of body corporate it is company, and a new one, that is registered trademark of a proprietor. So previously central government will act suo motively. That means no need to file any application with central government. So they will take action suo motively. But now for registered trademark of proprietor and for LLP, application should be filed with central government by the aggrieved business organization. But in case of company, so central government will take it suo motively. Next one. And what is the time limit for filing application with central government? So it is 3 years from the date of incorporation. And what LLP need to do? So after getting order from the central government, LLP must change its name within 3 months. Sir, what happens if LLP fails to change its name within 3 months? Then registrar will change the name according to his wish and he will issue a fresh certificate to LLP. If LLP changes the name within 3 months, then LLP need to intimate it to registrar within 15 days. After that, registrar will issue a fresh certificate in the fresh name. And after getting certificate of incorporation, that is fresh one, so within 30 days, LLP need to update the same in LLP agreement. Okay, next one. Registration of changes in partners. So if partner's name is changed or partner's address is changed, now what they need to do? First of all, that concerned partner need to intimate it to LLP, and thereafter LLP need to intimate it to registrar. So this is the process. So if my name got changed, if my address got changed, I need to make an intimation to LLP first, and thereafter LLP will intimate such information to registrar. So what happens if concerned partner failed to communicate? If he failed to communicate, then there will be fine, that is 2000 to 25,000. So what happens after receiving information by LLP? If LLP failed to communicate it to registrar, the same fine, that is 2000 to 25,000 fine. So this is previous provision, but now there is an amendment in fine. So what is the fine amount? So now the fine amount is fixed, that is 10,000 rupees. So 10,000 here and 10,000 here. So previously it is 2,000 to 25,000, but now it is fixed amount, that is 10,000. So if concerned partner failed to communicate about change in partner's name and partner's address to LLP, now how much amount he need to pay to registrar? 10,000, not 2,000 to 25,000. Okay, after receiving information, if LLP fails to communicate it to registrar, then what is the fine amount? It is 10,000, but not 2,000 to 25,000. Next one, unlimited liability in case of fraud. Yeah, here also there is a point about punishment. Previously, if any partner or designated partner or officer involved in any fraud case, then he will be liable for imprisonment up to 2 years. So he will be liable for imprisonment up to 2 years. But now there is amendment in this punishment. So now the punishment is up to 5 years, not 2 years. Now it is up to 5 years. So previously it is up to 2 years, and now it is up to 5 years. Apart from this, remaining all are same. Okay, next one, financial disclosures. So here you can find few concepts. That is, first one is preparation of books of accounts. So books of accounts preparation. And second one is statement of accountant solvency preparation. Statement of accountant solvency filing with registrar. And next one, it is audit. Audit of LLP by a chartered accountant. Audit of LLP by a chartered accountant. And finally, filing of annual return. Filing of annual return to registrar. So in financial disclosure portion, there are 5 concepts. That is preparation of books of accounts, preparation of statement of accountant solvency, filing of statement of accountant solvency, and audit of LLP, and filing of annual return with registrar. So in these 5 cases, there is amendment. What is that amendment? There is amendment in fine amount. Okay. So previously, what is the fine amount? If you fail to prepare books of accounts, if you fail to prepare statement of accountant solvency, if you fail to file statement of accountant solvency, if you fail to conduct audit of LLP, and if you fail to file annual returns, then the fine on LLP is 25,000 to 5 lakhs. And the fine on partners is 10,000 rupees to 1 lakh. So this is the previous fines. So if you fail to follow any one of these rules, then LLP need to pay 25,000 to 5 lakhs and not all. And partners need to pay 10,000 to 1 lakh rupees. Okay, now what is the amendment? So for books of accounts preparation, and for statement of account and solvency preparation, and for audit cases, there is no update, there is no amendment. They need to follow the old rule only. What the old rule? So if they fail to follow any of these 3 points, not 5 points, if they fail to follow any of these 3 points, the provision is same. That is, LLP need to pay 25,000 to 5 lakhs and partners need to pay 10,000 to 1 lakh. But there is a change. Okay, what is that change? If statement of accountant solvency is not filed, if annual return is not filed, then for these 2 cases, the fine amount is updated. Then what is the updated fine amount? The fine amount is 100 per day of delay. 100 per day. Then what is the maximum fine amount? The maximum fine amount on LLP is 1 lakh, and on designated partners it is 50,000. That is 50k. So previously, for all 5 cases, the fine amount is same. That is LLP 25,000 to 5 lakhs and for partners 10,000 to 1 lakh. But now for 3 rules, the punishment is same. But for 2 rules, that is statement of account and solvency filing and annual return filing, the fine amount is updated. So what is the updated fine amount? 100 per every day. And maximum fine amount is for LLP it is 1 lakh and for designated partner it is 50,000. And one more update. And this update is in preparation of books of accounts. So while you are preparing books of accounts, you need to follow accounting standards. You need to follow accounting standards. And for conducting audit, you need to follow auditing standards. So for preparation of books of accounts, you need to follow accounting standards, and for audit, you need to follow auditing standards, which are issued by NFRA in consultation with ICAI. So ICAI will propose accounting standards as well as auditing standards. That is how to prepare books of accounts, how to conduct audit. So these will be there. These topics will be there in these standards. Okay, who will issue accounting standards and auditing standards means ICAI. So it will issue accounting standards as well as auditing standards, but the final approval must be given by NFRA. So this is newly inserted provision. That is, yes, you need to prepare books of accounts, you need to conduct audit, but it must be done according to standards which are issued by NFRA in consultation with ICAI. So that is the latest update. So then what about accounting standards and auditing standards? So this is not there in our syllabus. This is completely related to CA inter and CA final syllabus. So you need to remember that accounts must be prepared according to standards and audit must be done according to standards. Payment of additional fee. So previously, so if you want to file any document, then you must file that document within due date. So you must file the document within due date by paying filing fee. By paying filing fee, you need to file all the documents within due date. Sir, what happens if the due date was expired? If the due date was expired, then you will be provided with further date, that is for the time limit of 300 days. But if you want to file your documents within these 300 days, you need to pay filing fee as well as additional fee. You need to pay filing fee as well as additional fee. Sir, additional fee, how much amount, sir? 100 per day of delay. 100 per day of delay. So this is the previous provision. Now what is the update? Now also, if you want to file any document, you must file within due date only by paying filing fee. There is no doubt. But now there is extra time limit which is unlimited. So now unlimited time limit is given. Now 300 days time limit is not applicable. Unlimited time limit is given. If you want to file any document in delay, you can file at any time by paying filing fee as well as additional fee. So then what is the additional fee amount? It depends upon the type of LLP. It depends upon type of LLP. So different types of LLPs will have different additional fees. So then how much additional fee? It is not there in our syllabus. Just write prescribed fee depending upon the type of LLP. It will be sufficient. Now no need to follow 100 per day and no need to follow this 300 time limit. Now the time limit is unlimited and the additional fee is not 100 per day. It depends upon the type of LLP. That's it. So next one is about special court. So this is newly inserted provision. It is not there in previous syllabus. So what is meant by special court? So special court is a court which is designed by central government, which is designed or which is established by central government in order to deal with LLP related offences. So special court is a court which is established by central government in order to deal with offences of LLP only. Okay, next one. Then what about if central government has not appointed any special court in any particular area? Okay, then for that particular area, there will be definitely a special court relating to company offences. So relating to company offences, there will be a special court. So just refer your case to that special court, it will be sufficient. That means if I registered a LLP form, now I committed an offence under LLP Act. Now I want to go to the court. So which court I need to go? I need to go for special court which is designed for LLP offenses. Sir, if that special court is not available in our locality, then what we need to do? Then you can refer your case to special court which is designed for company related offenses. Okay, you have two options. So if special court for LLP offenses is there, then just go to special court for LLP offenses. If it is not there, then go to special court which is designed for company related offenses. Okay, next one. Sir, then what is the composition of that special court which is designed for LLP offenses? So here the composition will be, it will have single judge. Sir, who is that judge? If the offense is involving an imprisonment of more than 3 years, more than or equal to 3 years. If any offense which involves an imprisonment punishment of 3 years or more than 3 years, then that special court must consist of sessions judge or additional sessions judge. So he is the supreme law authority for every district. So sessions judge or additional sessions judge. So he is the supreme authority for every district. Okay, next one. What about other cases? For other cases, you can go to the special court which is having magistrate, of first class. So this is the composition of special court which is designed for carrying LLP related offenses. Okay, once again I'm repeating. So who should be there as a judge in special court? If the offense which is having imprisonment of 3 years or more, the judge must be either sessions judge or additional sessions judge. For every other matter, the judge must be magistrate of first class. So this is the composition of special court. Next one. Some other important points. In my area, there are 2 special courts for carrying LLP related offense matters. Normally there will be only single special court, but in my area, so I am having 2 special courts to trial my case. Then which special court I need to refer? So you have to refer not according to your choice. You have to refer as per the direction issued by High Court. So this is one more important point. Sir, what happens if my area is having special court relating to LLP and special court relating to company? Then you must go for LLP only, not for company. If LLP special court is not available, then only you need to go for special court of company. Okay, but I'm not talking about this concept. I'm talking about my area is having 2 special courts which deal with LLP offenses only. Now which special court I need to go? So you have to go for special court which is directed by High Court. Next one. Now there is an offense and this offense is involved in both LLP as well as other laws. Now which court I need to refer? So you need to refer the special court which is there for LLP in our area. Sir, if it is only LLP related offense, then we need to refer that case to special court of LLP. But here there is offenses relating to other laws also. Will this special court deal about these offenses? Yes. If you committed an offense which is purely related to LLP, which court you need to appear? Special court for LLP. If you committed an offense which is purely related to other laws, then don't go for special court. If it is purely related to other laws, don't go for special court. Sir, now I committed an offense which is related to both LLP and other laws. Then you can go to special court. And special court can pass an order relating to both the offenses. So it can pass an order relating to both the offenses. That means if offense is purely related to LLP or if offense is related to LLP as well as other laws, then only you need to appear before special court which is designed for LLP offenses. If offense is about other laws, then you can't go to special court. So 3 possibilities. For first 2 possibilities you can go, but for third possibility you can't go. Next one. Regular trial versus summary trial. So what is the difference between regular trial and summary trial? So regular trial means in-depth analysis. So court will make in-depth analysis. Whereas in case of summary, court will make brief analysis. Nothing but it's a short analysis. It is a full-fledged analysis. Okay. Can special court go for summary assessment, that is summary trial instead of regular trial? Yes, but for this there are certain conditions that need to be satisfied. Okay, then what are those conditions? First one, the offense which you want for summary trial. So the offenses, so imprisonment does not exceed, imprisonment does not exceed 3 years. So for the offenses where imprisonment is up to 3 years, you can go for summary trial instead of regular trial. So for regular trial, anytime it is okay. But for summary trial, then you must go for such offenses where imprisonment period is less than or equal to 3 years. And any punishment under summary trial must not exceed 1 year. That is, the punishment must be up to 1 year only. These are the two conditions which we need to remember for summary trials. But for regular trials, you can go for anything for any time. Okay, but for summary trial, the imprisonment period must be less than 3 years. So you can go for offenses where imprisonment term is less than or equal to 3 years. And the maximum punishment allowable is only 1 year. Next one. Yeah, by this we completed about special courts. So once again I am repeating because this is a new concept. Okay, special court means it is a court established by central government in order to deal with offenses under LLP Act only. Okay, if in your area, if that special court is not available, then what you need to do? Then go for special court which is established by central government in order to deal with offenses under Companies Act. But you need to go for this only when special court for LLP is not there. Next one. Then who must be judged for special court? So it is sessions judge or additional sessions judge if the offense is involving an imprisonment period of 3 years or more. What about other cases? Magistrate of first class will be sufficient. Next one. Now you have two special courts to try your LLP related offense. Then which special court you need to approach? You need to approach special court as directed by High Court. Next one. Now you are having LLP related offense, purely LLP related offense. Can you go to special court? Yes. You are having purely other laws related offense. Can you go for special court? No. You can't go for special court which is designed for LLP. Now you are having offenses related to both LLP and other laws. Then you can go. And that special court can pass an order relating to LLP offense as well as other laws offense. But if it is purely other laws, it will not take up that case. Next one. Regular trial versus summary trial. So what is the difference between regular and summary trial? So here there will be in-depth analysis, that is full-fledged analysis, but here it is brief and short. Okay, which cases can be referred to summary trial? Any offenses where imprisonment period is less than or equal to 3 years. And moreover, you can't give any punishment more than 1 year in case of summary trial. If you want to give more than 1 year, go for regular trial. And if you want to try an offense involving imprisonment for a period more than 3 years, then go for regular trial. Otherwise, for you, summary trial will be sufficient. Next one. Sir, can I challenge the decision which is given by special court? Yes, you can challenge. Sir, where to challenge, sir? Then go for High Court. So go for High Court and you can appeal against the decision which is given by special court. Next one. It is registration offices. So what is meant by registration office? So for carrying LLP related services, central government will establish registration office as at number of localities. So for example, we are residing in AP. Now in AP, if central government want to establish, it can establish n number of registration offices. Okay, sir. Say for example in AP, in Guntur, central government established and registered office. Okay, now in Guntur, if any person want to apply for incorporation of LLP, they need to forward that application to Guntur registration office. If they want to file any document like statement of account and solvency and annual return, they need to forward that document to Guntur registration office. So like this, central government may establish registration offices at n number of places. Okay, in that registration offices, there will be certain offices, that is registrar and additional registrar, joint registrar, deputy or deputy or assistant registrar. Okay, registrar, topmost level. Next level, additional registrar. Next level, joint registrar. Next level, deputy or assistant registrar. Okay. Apart from establishing registration offices, central government may appoint these people in those registration offices. So then, what about their salary? What about their powers? All these things. All these things will be determined by their service agreement. That is employment agreement. Employment agreement, which is made in between central government and those people. Yeah. So by this, we completed all the amendments relating to LLP Act. And these are very important, and you may get a question from these amendments in November 2022 attempt. And I hope all of you understand these amendments very well, and thank you.